Greetings and salutation, everybody. Nice of you to join me. Do a quick video here, something that kind of irked me. I wanted to share it. Here we go.
Advice for women dating in their early 20s. Don't sleep with people, right? Not unless that is a serious relationship. And if you're hooking up or dating someone
I actually agree with that, kind of.
and they're like, yeah, I don't really want to get married, just dump them. Who cares about that person? Like, and if you think that you're going to date them and then change them into someone who does want to get married, they kind of sound like a loser to begin with. That or
All right, here's the problem. What is marriage? Marriage is two people trying to spend the rest of their life together, but is it happening? No. Why? Because about half the time it ends in divorce. And then there's more on top of that that doesn't end in divorce, but are still miserable, and the man can't afford to get divorced. So most marriages, we can safely say, fail. And what happens here? The man gets run through the ringer, right? Divorce court bends him over and shafts him, right? He loses half his stuff, if not more. He loses his financial happiness. He might lose his kids. Women initiate divorce 80% of the time. If they're college educated, it's 90%. And yeah, so what is she doing here? Right? When you find someone, what's the ideal person? You're supposed to find someone you love talking to, right? That you can't wait to talk to again. You can't wait to wake up to the next morning again and just spend the rest of your life with them, right? That's what you want to look for. Because what's the ideal relationship? The ideal relationship is you care about them as much as they care about you, or even more so, and you make sure they're okay, and you hope in response to that they make sure you're okay, and then you're both covered, right? But what do we have here? We have a woman saying, if he doesn't want to get married, forget him. And some of you might not understand why that's a problem. But the problem is that she doesn't think about other people, right? She doesn't think about the man, right? What man watching this is going to be like, oh yeah, she sounds wonderful. Maybe if he's like ultra religious and he expects the marriage to last forever, right? But it doesn't. He had to be clueless, right? So what do we have here? We have a woman trying to give advice to not date someone unless they want to get married. So she has to completely ignore the wants or needs of men, right? Because what does marriage often offer men? All risk, no reward. What does it offer women? Lots of reward and security, right? Especially the more money he has, right? Because he's not going to see any of it. He's going to have to give, and she's going to take, right? So this is not about happiness, or she's not saying something that's going to, make things equal or better for the society. She's saying things that are going to equal. That's going to make things better for women, right? This is not about healthy advice to help relationships become good and society to get better. This is not good society making behavior with her. Not good advice at all. Let's just listen to more.
like sit them down and have a very serious conversation and ask questions like, do you ever want to get married? Okay, well, if you do, when do you want to get married? And make sure that your dreams align with their dreams, because if you're dating somebody and
make sure your dreams align with their dreams. Don't talk about what is better, what's best. She's already assuming that marriage is best. That's no talk about it. In her discussion here, she's just, hey, marriage is good. Do it. Nothing wrong with it. Get married. Cool. No.
they don't have any plan on getting married, then you're wasting your time. And
she says you're wasting your time. So it's all about what the woman wants, not what the man wants. This is the problem with dating today here in America. This kind of behavior right here. It's all about me, me, me. What can I get? Give me the bag. Give me the bag. Yeah, no. That doesn't work. We need to recognize the fact that men's wants, needs are not being recognized at all. And if they're not, why should we go get married? Why should we risk everything we have? Right? What's the purpose of that? Why can't we just live together and be happy that way? Why do we have to have a government sign off and stuff? It doesn't make any sense. I can remember watching a talk once, and Candace Owens was was there doing it, and she said a girl asked her what she thinks about atheists getting married, and she's like, "Well, why get married? Why not just live together, right? Why not just live together?" I thought that was great advice. I think everyone should follow that, not just religious people. But see, to her, she thinks marriage is something religious, blah blah blah. But no, it's recognized by the government. It's a contract. It's them getting into your business, right? So it's not. If it was just religious, it would just be a religious thing, and the government wouldn't be acknowledging it. But the fact that the government does acknowledge it, it's not just a religious thing. And Candace Owens' idea is just not good. As far as, well, they shouldn't get married, but we should. Well, everyone should be able to get married if they want to, if it's a fun little tradition, right? If it was a fun little tradition and men didn't get shafted during a divorce, right? Which happens a lot.
And that's trickier for women because women are most attractive and most fertile when they're young. And men, I would say, get more attractive, in their mid 30s, maybe even 40s. So they have time that
50.
You don't have.
Now, only if Jordan Peterson's daughter knew this information when she was 18 in her prime and photo years, but
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't even need to. If she just realized that recently, she didn't have to. It would be nice if she realized that earlier, but you didn't just replace marriage with long-term relationship. There's nothing wrong with long-term relationship. There's nothing. You could pledge yourself to someone. In fact, it's healthier because if they can say, "I'll be happy," we stay together and have a family, and we'll stay together as long as we're both happy, right? That's more realistic than saying, "Oh, if you take this in health," and why do you say that? But then there's divorce, and so women are incentivized to divorce. So why even say those words of sickness and health the rest of our life? No, it doesn't work that way. And so I just think her advice is a big fail, and I just wanted to express that. I wanted to convey to you guys that it's okay to not want to get married. Don't feel pressured to get married by anyone because it doesn't do you any good. You don't gain anything. If you think gaining her happiness because you're getting married is something big to gain, no, it's not. Don't. Because she should be thinking about you. She should be thinking about what you want and what you need. And she should care how you feel. So it's not all about her. It's you too. It's because you're a man and you're being made work yourself to death to provide for the family, and you're Energizer Bunny every day trying to do your thing. Doesn't mean you're not allowed to have wants and needs met. So don't feel bad about not getting married. This kind of advice is total crap, and marriage today is not what it used to be. So we shouldn't be listening to this kind of gibberish. All right, guys, thanks for listening. And if you can please subscribe and like, and if I could please ask you to maybe share my stuff. I promise my stuff's going to get better and better. I hope you like my overlay I put up here. I made it myself. I know it's not animated. I'm going to work on that next. We'll see how it goes. I do see I got a few hundred more subscribers, which is great. I've been sitting at 12.9 for like the longest time, but I'm going to try to do more, and I appreciate you guys' support. Thanks, guys.